The Cologne Free Trade Zone offers you the business opportunity you were looking for. Located in the Republic of Panama, the Cologne Free Trade Zone is the world's largest and has an annual trade movement of $29 billion. It will soon conduct an international auction aimed at developers or investors that are looking for a new place to invest. You will have to your disposal an area ready to be developed, located beside the Enriquez Jimenez International Airport. This area represents a business opportunity free of taxes. It has a logistic connectivity throughout the different ports, an efficient railway system, an international airport, a highway infrastructure fitted out, all converging in one place. Add to this a growing economy that offers you the logistical and operational framework that is ideal to start the business you were looking for. But I'm sure that the question you are all asking is why invest in Panama? Panama is where the world connects. Some people call it a natural pinch point between two oceans. According to Forbes magazine, Panama is the next place to visit. And to quote a segment they wrote, it's already becoming an energetic modern metropolis. The reason why all this is possible is because Panama has a solid service platform that involves the banking sector. The Panama Canal, the Cologne Free Trade Zone, and tourism accounts to 77% of the gross domestic product. Thanks to this well-designed macroeconomic policy and excellent management, Panama has gained one of the highest economic growth in Latin America in the past decade, and most observers predict a strong growth in the years ahead thanks to a well-designed plan by the administration. Right now, our gross domestic product is of $34.5 billion. Based on the estimates of this year 2012, it is expected that the gross domestic product of Panama will grow exactly 7%, which represents an increase of $3.8 billion. With an economic growth, a fiscal discipline, ambitious investment programs, stability in the banking sector, and a political consensus of the economic party, Panama credit has been upgraded to a BB stable thanks to Fitch and ratings, making Panama only the fourth country in Latin America to overcome this rating along with Brazil, Mexico, and Chile. The main reason for this rating is to measure the credit worthiness of the countries and their ability to repay their debts. The increase in ranking reflects Panama's solid economic growth. According to the World Economic Forum, Panama for the second year is the most competitive country in Central America and the only region which improved performance. Thereby, Panama is positioned itself in the top 50. Panama is the leading country for doing business in Central America and ranked 5th in Latin America. The World Economic Forum prepares annually a report to verify the global competitiveness of a country, and in the foreign direct investment in the goods market efficiency, Panama ranked at 11 for a prevalence of foreign ownership from 142 countries. In this division, Panama also gained an important spot in the business impacts of rule. We hit the 9th position from 142 countries. This really makes Panama a safe bet for our investors. Since our economy is one of the freest and most stable in the world, that's the reason why more and more companies are starting to invest with us. The Cologne Free Trade Zone is the main commercial distribution center for the hemisphere. Because of its privileged access to diverse maritime route, this trade area is an ideal location for international business. Location is one of the key to the enormous success of the Cologne Free Zone, making it an ideal hub in this age of globalization of the world's economy. Free Trade Zone has grown in trade movement 45% in the last 5 years, generating in August re-export that reached a total value of $1.4 billion, an increase over 57% of that same month in the year 2010. This special economic area makes a contribution of 7% to the gross domestic product. The forecast is that the Cologne Free Trade Zone re-export will grow 8.3% from 2011 to 2014. The reason why the free trade zone has done so good over the years is because of its privileged geographical position, stable policies. It's located from a short distance from the Panama Canal. It has 2 cruise terminals, 4 container ports, a solid banking center that includes national and international banks, and a modern highway for any sorts of vehicle. It includes a modern surveillance system within its compound which provides services 24/7, a railroad that connects Panama City to the Colón City, and it actually has a cargo and passenger airport which is actually in expansion, and it will soon be converted into an international airport. Panama Canal upgrade is of great importance because it will make Panama even more competitive internationally in the logistic and commercial sector. The design and construction of these new locks are one of the most important components of the expansion project, from which this project has reached to 24% of execution. The total traffic of the Panama Canal registered in the logs in the year 2011 was of 14,684 total ships. The total amount of cargo was of 222 million. The construction of the third set of lock will enable the Panama Canal to capture all of the projected demand. According to these projections, the canal expansion will be able to handle from 500 to 600 tons annually. According to the most likely vessel mixtures, it's all equivalent to 16,200 transits. The demand for transit through the canal will increase in terms of tons, from 279 million tons that transited in the canal during the year 2005 to nearly 508 million tons is estimated for the year 2025. This will represent an increase over 50 to 110% in its worst case scenario. The Tocumen International Airport is one of the most competitive in Latin America, and some even call it a logistical hub for different types of airlines. The North Pier project seeks to meet the expectation raised by the international demand. The project was developed in different stages, which included the construction of the North Pier building, the extension of the platform and taxiway, the new presidential hall, a new pathway to the freight terminal, and expansion of the fuel distribution system. With this new expansion plan in progress, the main objective is to comfort and handle a higher volume of tourists that is expected to spike over the following years thanks to a well-designed plan by the current administration. Based on the report made by the Tocumen International Airport for the year 2011, the total amount that was delivered in cargo and in mail was of 110,000. And the amount of the passenger, which included embarked, disembarked, and in transit, was of 5.8 million. The main objective of the Panama Canal Railway is to actually make Panama a transshipment of both oceans and distribution center with seamless connectivity between ports in the Atlantic and Pacific. The handling capacity of the railroad is approximately 500,000 containers per year. The current administration is planning to increase the stage of approximately 250,000 movements per year, reaching a maximum of 2 million TEUs per year. Free Trade Zone Administration will be making an international auction in a few months, where they'll be offering 150 hectaring, which means 370 acres of land that is strategically located within its compound, allowing the buyer or enterprise the opportunity to develop their project to their design. The Colón Free Trade Zone will give you the tools to carry your business to a whole new level. This investment will enable you to achieve your ultimate goal.